Ava knows how to bring a show back in, baby, and get your attention.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for season 2, episode 9 of Queen Sugar. This is our first episode back from our mid-season break. And like I said, Ava DuVernay knows how to get your attention when she brings it back. Right away from the door, what the hell is going on with all that? I ain't liking it. I ain't feeling it. And it upset me. It did. Ava, she seems very tired. She is a little off her vision. At some point, she was doing an order, and her vision was a little off. Definitely, you seen fatigue. There's a scene where she goes to the hairdresser. Her hairdresser's telling her that her hair's falling out. And right away, you know, I connected right away. And the very last thing we see in the episode is Ava sitting at the doctor. She's sitting at the doctor's office. And something tells me that Ava either is suffering with lupus or just some form of cancer, period. And of course, you know, that hit a real spot with me. And I was like, so done with it. Like, so done. It bothered me. It bothered me, but I mean, it is what it is. So I'm like, damn. Yeah. They mess with Ava. I just ain't feeling it. Anyway, moving on to Charlie. And this is actually, you know, there's a two-parter. They're giving us the opening up as a two-parter. So today's episode and then tomorrow is another episode. It's a two-part opener. So that's fine. I'm sure they'll go right into what's going on with Ava, and I can't wait to see. But the next thing is Charlie's mom. We got to see Charlie's mom. Now, we've heard about Charlie's mom, but never did I never got that Charlie's mother is a white woman. And it all makes sense. I think I just didn't pay any attention. I just didn't pay any attention, but her mother is a completely Caucasian woman. Very pretentious is what I got from her right away. Very pretentious. She's a well-off, stone-cold white woman. And Charlie was raised like a little white child with a real, real deep tan. And that's what we actually got. And the thing is, I got in this episode that Charlie seems to kind of resent her mother for that. That the only time she actually got to be the little black girl was in the summers when she actually came down to visit. Other than that, she was raised just like she was white. Which I'm sure did put her in a real bad place because it's like, you're not white. You're not white. And who better to tell you that you're not white than some white folks? Honey, because I'm sure that at every turn, the kids probably didn't do it. But going, you know, through life and growing up, I'm sure white folks let her know, baby, you're not white. You cute and all, but you're not white, boo. And I said, okay. And I think we were getting that because she actually has Charlie was sitting and talking to Remy at one point. Remy was, you know, all taken by her mother and he liked her. He liked her, you know, she liked Remy and everything like that. Her mother didn't care for her loft. She was like, oh, you need this and you need that. You need, you know, she kind of talked down about where they were living and you're in competition with your husband, your ex-husband at this point. And she's like, no, I'm not in competition with him. Yes, you are. I said, girl, you're pretentious as hell and you need to go somewhere and sit down. So this is what we're kind of getting. And Charlie wasn't really even liking the whole thing. Then that's when we heard that Aunt Vi don't do Charlie's mother at all. Like, period. She don't do her. Period. And that years ago, she was basically told, don't come back down here. Do not come down. And I guess Vi was going to get her if she come. You know, because they ended up having a party for, an engagement party for Ralph Angel and Darla. And everybody was there except for Charlie's mother. And that leads me to the next thing. Darla, actually, you see her make a phone call to her parents. I think they talked about it a little bit earlier on, but I think Darla has literally been disowned by her parents. And, like, they don't even take her phone calls. I think they take them, but they don't pick up the phone. Like, they just listen to her messages and, yeah, okay, bitch, and go on. And that's the thing, because you can see every time somebody mentioned her folks, her parents, meeting her parents, she would be really down. I really loved the part when, after they said, you know, to Aunt Vi and Hollywood, you know, we're engaged. And, of course, she has some, you know, Aunt Vi has some questions and different things. And are y'all sure? Y'all sure y'all ready to do this? That kind of thing. She said, you know, she says, you know, Miss Vi, I've been clean for 2 years. We're doing really, really good. This, that, the other. She told, you know, I know you have baby and we're proud of you. She got down because she was standing up, messing with the air conditioner, cleaning the air conditioner and the blinds. And she got down and she told her, and we're proud of you, Darla. And she hugged her and everything. And she said, that's fine. If y'all feel like y'all ready, then bam, by all means, if you got something, work with it and go ahead and get it done. We're happy. And they all hugged. And then later on, when she said, I can't wait to meet your folks, Darla. And Darla, you know, she seemed a little down. And I think Aunt Vi kind of picked up just a little bit, but she got her own stuff going on, so she didn't go all into it. But then, like I said, I liked the part of the scene when she went to say something to Aunt Vi. She says, Miss Vi, something, something, something. And she told her, Aunt Vi. So at that point, I said, okay, so it's not a put on. You have been accepted. We got you. It is what it is. We got you. And that's when I said, I think Aunt Vi picked up on the fact something's going on with her and her family, and she gonna need some support. You know, especially going through this whole marital thing. She's going to need some support because if her people are not going to be there, she's going to need some support. So I was like, okay, come on, Aunt. Yeah, I love Aunt Vi. The next thing, there's this whole thing with Nova. Now, Nova done put out an article about the Zika virus and the fear and the danger that may be imminent about, you know, since the floods and all of that, that the Zika virus could actually be a potential risk in their area. Some people were very, very upset with Nova about it because they got all up in arms about it, but it is what it is. You know, Nova deals in truth. It is what it is. Sitting around and acting like it's not going on or it can't go on doesn't help anybody. So this is what was going on. And then Chantal, we hadn't seen Chantal. Chantal was back into the picture and she was like, had some things to say about Nova and this, that, and the other. Then she set up this conference and Nova was able to talk to the people. But all in all, it basically broke down. Chantal was jealous. She was jealous. She came up through there, baby. She seen Robert, and she knew that there was not going to be no more licky-licky, and it was going to be all sticky-sticky, and she was jealous, and she needed to get her ass somewhere and sit down. Sit down. Y'all broke up a long time ago. It was over. That was done. Go away. Go away, Chantal. Quit playing games. And I do feel as though she was trying to set Nova up. That was just as nasty and malicious, but it didn't matter because y'all know Nova held her own, did what she had to do. Robert was right there by her side. I like that, Robert Dubois. Right by her side, doing physicals on the kids, reassuring the parents, handling that thing. Then we end up finding out some folks of an upper echelon nature came through and wanted to give like a really large donation to Nova's fight. to actually help fund it. So everything worked out real well. But that's Chantal, baby. Chantal was just jealous, baby. Get on out of here. Anyway, moving on. Then later on, we seen Wes get together with the boy and told him, we need to tell your mother what went on. And Micah was not here for it. He really just doesn't want to talk about it. And he's like, you're not giving your mother enough credit. You're really not. You're not giving your mother enough credit. Your mother loves you. And your mother needs to know. Well, of course, Charlie was like, we got to fight. You know, we got to fight. We got the resources we need to get. Heads need to roll. That's all that there is to it. And then she really was in her feelings because she felt as though, you know, it was so funny because she had just had a conversation with her mother about how she didn't take Micah's feelings into... She didn't take Micah's feelings into consideration when she moved down there. She just figured, oh, he'll adjust. And then this happens. So that hit her like a ton of bricks. And she was like, you know, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's my fault, blah, 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 blah. And it's really not. It was what it was. But she just felt like she didn't prepare him. And then that's where it took her back to, well, I was raised this way. And I wasn't prepared. You know, I wasn't completely prepared. But then her mother broke it down. She's like, you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand it. She said, why? Because I'm white? And then that's what she explained to her. Things were done a certain way, so you did know your roots. Maybe you didn't have enough time, but I made sure that you had some type of a connection. So when we went through that, and then she told her, I am your mother. I love you. And no, I wasn't here when everything was going on. I was screwing up. I was out with a girlfriend being pretentious and being shady. And I wasn't around when you probably needed me for that. But I'm here now. And that made me look at Charlie's mother a completely different way. Because at that point, her mother was exactly what she needed. And she was exactly where she needed her to be at that time. And so that made me look at her mother completely different. So I was like, because I thought I was really hating her mother in the very beginning. I thought, I'm going to get this bitch out of here. But then I was like, no, she all right. The way she handled things with Remy, and then when she handled Charlie, it made me look at her mom completely different. Yeah, her mother made a mistake. But as parents, that's what we do. Ain't none of us perfect. We can make mistakes, and the best thing we can do is try to don't make that mistake again. So I had to let that go. I had to drop the gauntlet. And, yeah, Charlie's mom, yeah, she all right. Just keep her away from Aunt Vi, because I think Aunt Vi will whoop her ass. So just stay away from Aunt Vi, and that'll be that. But this is basically what went down on this episode. And really, really good opening back to our little program. I'll be talking to you all. I don't have a whole lot to say, because, again, there's a whole other part to this. So I'll be back with you in another few hours. And we'll talk about Queen Sugar. We'll talk about part 2 of our little opening. So that's it. Thank you guys. Talk to you soon.